Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play series for Farming Simulator 22. We're going to be playing on the premium expansion that just came out a few days ago at the time that I am recording this. We're going to be playing on the new map, Zielonka, which is based off of like Poland or Czech Republic, something like that, kind of Central Eastern Europe, some of that kind of flavor. We've got 3 new crops to play around with. We've got carrots, we've got parsnips, and we have, was it red beets, I believe? So we get to play around with those. Obviously, all 3 of those are root crops, so we got new equipment to be able to use with those as well. I did just try this out a little bit in a live stream very recently, so if you want to check out me trying out the map, not really anything serious, just kind of playing around, you can go watch the VOD for that live stream on the channel. But the theme of this playthrough, I got to think about it for a while, and I decided the theme for this playthrough is going to be something I'm going to call Feed My Children. And that is not a play on please watch my video so I can have money to feed my children. That's not what this is about. It's about the fact that, in my opinion, the setup of the new production facilities fits really nicely with that kind of theme, so to speak. And the way we're going to do this is, I do have 4 children in real life. I think I've mentioned that a few times. So obviously I've got to feed them. And kids, when they start off, when they start actually eating food, they start off with baby food. And to me, the new processed vegetables just looks like baby food to me. That gives me that theme. So we're going to start off. The very first food we're going to make is the processed veggies. Now we have to make all of them because kids are very picky and they don't want to just eat the same thing all the time. Even though apparently my mom says I ate carrots when I was baby. I ate baby food carrots all the time. So we're not gonna make my kids eat carrots all the time. We're gonna give them a little bit of a mix of everything. So we'll have to make all the different vegetables for that. So that's going to be the parsnips, the red beets, and the carrots for that, for the processed veggies. Then as they get a little bit older, our kids do, my kids at least, love eating cereal. So we're going to be making some cereal with milk. We got to have both. You got to have milk for your cereal. So we're going to switch over to do some milk and cereal for a little bit. And then, once I feel like we've established ourselves, I'm not exactly sure what the break point is for, okay, we're ready for the next thing, but we'll figure that out. After the cereal, kids become teenagers. And what do teenagers like to eat? I mean, they're obviously eating junk food all the time. So we're going to make some of the new potato chips in the potato processing plant that they've added in, which means we have to get oil and potatoes into our mix. And then finally, as the kids get more refined with their palates and get more older, they're actually into their adult ages, that's when they start eating some of the more sophisticated things like the soups. And we're going to throw the soups in as our final thing. And I think that's going to be pretty much where we go. After that, with all that being said, we're basically going to be doing a start from scratch run. We got hard mode economy. I hope this works. And basically the same amount of money that we would normally start off with. There's a little bit more up there, and we'll explain that here in just a moment. I also have a much bigger loan than you normally start off with a start from scratch run, and we'll get into that in just a moment as well. So hold on to both those thoughts. But I do have 2 new mods added into this game that are going to make things a little bit more realistic, I think. The first mod is a little bit more realistic loan system, where we can actually set an interest rate, a term, and we're paying a monthly fee until that loan has been completely paid off. So we have that. And the second thing we have is the ability to lease to own vehicles, like tractors and things. So that allows us to pay a leasing cost, but also dig into that full cost of that vehicle as we're paying for that lease. I've done this myself in real life. I have leased many vehicles in real life, although I'm not currently releasing any today. But in the past I have, and it's a legit way to do it. You lease for a while, and you pay off after you value out the depreciation of the vehicle, and you pay off whatever's left. It's a cheaper price. So leasing is realistic, and realistic loans I feel like was realistic as well. So those are the 2 things I've added in. And again, both of those are going to come into play very, very soon. So why do we have $332,695? Because I've taken out 2 loans already. The first loan, well, we'll get to that. The second loan is because we've got to get a vehicle. I've got 4 kids. I got to get to be able to transport them around. They're going to have to go places, sometimes you got to take them to school. You got to take them to wherever. I mean, kids apparently need things, which is crazy. I know. But we're going to come in here. We're going to get us a new vehicle. And we're going to get a vehicle that is very near and dear to my heart. And I really hope this doesn't get me demonetized because it's technically a licensed vehicle. But we'll find out. If it does, then oh well. Life goes on. But we're going to come over here and we're going to get me a Ford Bronco. And why is this near and dear to my heart? Because if you know anything about me, you know that I actually have one of these in real life. This is literally, other than the fact that this is a 2-door, not a 4-door, Everything about this vehicle is exactly what I have, even to the point of the fact that I have a Badlands Sasquatch, which is what that little yellow badge on the side stands for. So we can take the roof off and all that stuff, but of course with the kids in the car, we're gonna have to be a little bit safe. So we'll leave the roof on for now, but we might take it off every once in a while just to kind of have some fun with things. Add the new bumper. I mean, I technically have a bull bar on the front of mine, but it doesn't look like that. So we're gonna leave just the stock one on there, I think. We are gonna go ahead and put the rear tire on. I do have the rear tire on my vehicle. Could take the doors off, but again, safety first for now. Body color. I'm very happy that they have this. I can come in here and I can go in here and grab gunmetal because my body color is the gray Bronco, which is pretty close to this. And I have taken I actually paid extra to put a matte vinyl wrap on the outside of mine. So mine actually looks matte, just like this, although it's a little bit lighter gray, but very, very close to this. So I'm very happy that I can make this look just like that. The interior, I think mine is a little bit darker, probably closer to black, maybe a little bit gray, but we'll go with that. And then finally, rim color is, I do have black gloss on all my rims currently. So, yeah, go with black gloss. That looks good. So we're gonna go with this. This is very close to what mine looks like, again, except for the fact that mine is 4-door. Mine is also technically a soft top, but that's okay. So this is the vehicle we're gonna go with. This one does have the tow hitch. It's only 275 horsepower, which I think means that this is probably the 4-cylinder. I do personally have the 6-cylinder, which is very, very nice. But this is gonna be the vehicle we're gonna be able to transport our kids around with. Probably pull a little bit of produce and stuff like that in some smaller trailers. Although the towing capacity of a Bronco is not that great, but we're gonna ignore that for now because we can't sim everything perfectly realistic. But yeah, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and buy this. And like I said, that's the reason why we were over 300,000 bucks, because I put the exact loan in already for that vehicle. And we can take a look at the loans now. So we've got two loans, like I said, and here's the loan system. Here's the Bronco, 4.2% interest rate for 6 years, which is quite literally what mine is in real life, except for the fact that my Bronco was a bit more expensive than that. We won't go into that. And then the other loan is $317,848 for 30 years at a 2.5 interest rate. Wonder what that could be. Let's go get in our Bronco and find out. A little bit loud, but that's okay. Yeah, this is definitely the turbo i4. Get the V6, guys. Come on. Oh, I love that we have this. We're going to come over here to our farm. And yes, we have a farm that has some equipment already on it. Because, I'll be honest, I play a lot of the start from scratch games, and I usually don't have the house and all the other stuff on it already. I was like, you know what? That's boring. I want a place to put my stuff. I want a place to store my tractors or a silo to store grain or whatever else we might get. And I want a house. So I decided to start with those, but it did cost us. So the price of all this, the house, the silo, the barn over here, as well as the one field that we have up here, that's what that second loan is. Literally, I mathed it up. I added all that value up and put it at a realistic interest rate, which is, again, my interest rate in real life. Maybe I'm giving away too much information. And that's what our loan is currently for that. So we have two loans that we've got to pay off. One's a little bit longer, but they're both extensive loans, which means we're already almost $1,800 in debt per month that we've got to figure out how to pay for. I might have bitten off more than I could chew, but we'll find out. I think it's still going to be a whole lot of fun. So here we go. Here is our beautiful home. We've even got a little place to put our Bronco over here. So let me just pull it over there. I'll back this bad boy up. Have it already in its little place. I'm pretty happy with that. Cool. Very good. So there's that. We do have, like I said, a silo. I don't know if the silo can actually hold the carrots and stuff. I would imagine not. But this is the exact silo that if you were to start the easy mode version of the game, it literally has this house and this silo on this farm. So if you ever wanted to start with that, you actually get a lot of other equipment as well. I think you even get a chicken coop right here. But that is the exact silo that you see on this farm, on this field, map, I should say. So it would be nice if it held carrots and stuff, but I don't think it does. We do have a field right here. This field just happens to be, this is our field, but it just happens to have nothing on it to start off with. We do need to plow this field at some point, which will get done here very soon. And like I said, the very first thing we're going to be making is baby food. And again, I'm calling it baby food. Call it what you want. To me, it's baby food. So we're going to come over here to the vegetable processing plant, I believe is what it's called. We can't buy it yet, but I just want to kind of show it off real quick. So you've got 3 inputs. You got, like I said, red beets, the parsnips, and the carrots, and you got 3 outputs. Again, to me, it looks like little jars of baby food. we got to save up our money to be able to get this. We've got the baby food. Eventually, we'll get the soup. Somewhere on here is the potato processing plant that makes the potato chips. So all three of these will be in our future, but we're not quite there yet. We do probably need to buy this very, very soon. We're not going to buy it here, though. I think there is actually one already on the map. At least I hope there is. If not, then we're going to have to buy some land for it. But I think there's one... wrong button. Not the spinnery. Ooh, is it not on here? I could have sworn. There's the soup factory. Oh, it's up here, isn't it? It is up here. So we got the preserved food factory. And we're going to need this. We have to have this to be able to start feeding my kids. My kids are going to be hungry very soon. I mean, I can hear them crying already. So we've got to get this going ASAP. So we're going to have to spend some of our money to buy a preserved food factory here. So there we go. We're down to $180,000. I don't think that this is going to be bad, isn't it, guys? This is going to be so bad. I may have been up so much more than I should, but we're going to find out. And we've got to get something planned immediately. Now, again, we are going to do a little bit of everything. We got to pick something first. My favorite of those three would be carrots for sure. Mostly because I don't like beets and I've never had a parsnip in my life. But I know I love carrots anyway. So it's not necessarily by default, but I do legitimately like carrots personally. So we're going to start off with some carrots up here. Are we actually in carrot growing month as of right now? We are, what am I looking for? Calendar. We are in, we're in harvesting. Oh no. Oh, we're a month too late and I really don't want to, you know what? Hold that thought. I'll be right back. All right, you guys didn't see anything. It was July the entire time. So we're in carrot planting month, which is fine. I didn't want to fast forward the entire year and just have a whole bunch of loan for no reason. That defeats the whole point of starting the save. So I just went into the game files and backed it up a month. So there we go. We're in July. Everything else that I've said is correct. I do want to go through a couple settings real quick, just so you guys know exactly where we're at. Again, start from scratch. Settings means that this is hard difficulty. We do have seasonal growth. We do have 1 day per month. Crop construction is turned off because I personally just don't find it fun. Same thing with field stones. Those are just two game mechanics that are just like, more annoying than fun to me. But I do have periodic plowing turned on. I do have weeds turned on. Obviously dirt's normal, all that kind of stuff. And I think that's mostly it. So there we go. We do need to get this thing plowed up, like I said. We probably need some lime on it at some point here in the very near future. Precision farming is also going to mean that we do need to grab the information, the soil information for this. We're going to go ahead and grab this. We are going to go ahead and purchase our soil information. It's very important for us to be able to have the precision farming because precision farming is going to be able to give us that extra money that we need desperately in order to be able to afford everything that we're trying to afford. So let's get us our first tractor. And I think the first tractor we're going to get is going to be one of the ones that came with the map because I think it's just they're kind of cool little tractors. We're going to come in here and we're going to grab, is it a medium tractor? Did I make it up? It might be a medium tractor. I think it is a medium tractor. But they're not that expensive, if I remember correctly. They're only like 90,000 bucks. Yeah, there we go. We're going to grab one of these two. I think this little Fiat can do everything that we need it to do. So we're going to go ahead and grab this one. We are going to do the lease thing. We're going to lease to own this, which I'm hoping this works the way I want it to. Which does mean we're going to be paying, a decent chunk per month. But that decent chunk per month is going to go into the value of what we're doing. So before I do that, let me make sure I get the right size horsepower for the equipment we're going to use. I think the equipment we're going to be doing is probably this bad boy over here. The one that actually takes boxes and then we can spit it out and kind of do whatever we want with that. Yeah, I think we're going to go with this. It's very expensive, but it needs 170 horsepower. So we're going to go with that. So let's jump back into here, grab that tractor, make sure we have at least 170 horsepower, which I think this can go up to 180. Yeah, we can go up to 180. So let's go up to 180 here. I prefer, wider wheels with a little bit of wheel weights on there. We don't care about the fenders that much. Front loader attachment, we don't need the front loader attachment. We're not going to add the Asario Pro Compact just yet. We might do that later. Although if we do that, we have to buy it. So don't we just go ahead and suck it up and have it on here now? Because it will help with our nitrogen censoring, which means we're going to be able to use less fertilizer. I think we just have to bite the bullet and do it now. I'm not going to add GPS or anything like that. So we'll go ahead and lease this. It is not going to be cheap. But again, the money we put into this does go towards the purchase of everything else we do if everything else is set up with that mod correctly. The next thing we're going to need immediately is a subsoiler. So we'll go ahead and grab one of those. Honestly, we don't need anything majorly big. So, we might as well just grab this one from the premium expansion. If we can use stuff from the premium expansion, I think I'm going to try to. Plus, this one does have the ability to add a fertilizer distribution unit, which would be kind of cool. Because then we can go ahead and straight up fertilize the soil right away. Now, it might over-fertilize for the carrots. Sometimes we have to be careful with some of the crops that help to fertilize. You know what? We're going to go with it. And again, we're going to go ahead and just be leasing everything. Because again, we're going to be leasing to own a lot of this stuff and go with that. So, let's grab our new tractor here. Let's go ahead and grab this. Oh, we're going to need a front weight. Before I do this, we will need a front weight. How much weight does this thing actually take? Oh, wait, does it need... I forget. Does it need this? It will need one of these two. Let's grab you. And we'll lease that. And then I guess it does need this, doesn't it? Which is fine. To be able to put the stuff down. You know what? Why not? Let's go with them. Part of this is to play with the new equipment, but also part of it's to try to do things a little bit realistic. So it's a bit of a mix of both. So bear with me as I'm trying to figure things out a little bit here. We'll kind of go with this. Tractor noise is a little bit loud for me. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. Maybe I can just turn myself down and that'll be okay. Because I know sometimes you guys like the tractor noise. By the way, since this is the very first video in a brand new series, if you can like the video, that would be really helpful. Also, commenting below helps a lot. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, hitting that bell notification so you know when all these videos do go live. These videos will be going live every other day. So I'm going to be alternating this with the Valley Springs run. Valley Springs is not going anywhere, guys. Valley Springs will be continuing. We're finally getting stuff interesting in Valley Springs. So Valley Springs will be continuing, as well as the Elm Creek live stream on Wednesdays. So lots of farming simulator content coming your guys' way. But I got to say, I'm pretty excited about this one. I think this one's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll go with that. Let me make sure we get us some fertilizer. I'm assuming it's going to be the liquid fertilizer. So we'll grab us one little pallet of this. Unfortunately, I cannot lease this. So it's going to be very expensive, but it'll be all right. We'll grab this bad boy. Or is this sodden fertilizer? Oh, is this sodden fertilizer? You know what? I just did this in the live stream, and I don't actually remember which one it was. I could have looked at the symbol. I really could have. I mean, we'll use the liquid fertilizer at some point, so I'm not really that worried that we bought it. It's definitely going to get used. I personally prefer liquid fertilizer sprayers most of the time, but I guess this particular thing, let me just double check to make sure it does say that. Like I said, I could have just checked here. Oh, it actually solid fertilizer and holds seed. You know what? What is this thing actually? Does it have a seeder that we can do as well? I think it does have a basic seeder. Didn't we check that on the before? Let me see. Where would this be under? Is it under sprayers? No. What is this under? Is it under seeders? Oh, there it was. It is under seeders. So it does have this thing, which, I mean, it can plant some good stuff. Don't get me wrong. This is not bad. And it's actually very large. So we do have the opportunity to add some seeds to it later. We're not going to do that right now. It's pretty cool that you can cultivate, or sorry, subsoil and seed with the same kind of piece of equipment. But we can't do the fertilizer, like I said, and I think we have checked that out. So let me grab some solid fertilizer because, again, I'm crazy and did the wrong thing, but that's okay. We'll be all right. I don't know if we're going to need more than one of these. I'm actually going to go ahead and buy two of them just to be safe. We'll use it all. Fertilizer is one of those things that just never stop using. All right, next time I will make sure I check before I buy. It's all right. All right, let's get over here. Start you off. Apparently there was a bump there. It's a good sized field here. I like the fact that it's fairly rectangular shaped. That is going to be a pretty big convenience. Although we probably will need to put a little bit of header on here just because this road is, well, yeah, we might do a little bit of a header just to make sure this road isn't going to be a problem. So let me take care of that real quick. Unfold. It's not a very big cultivator, but it will be all right. We're not going to create any fields. We are going to just lower. Okay, we're good to go. Can this thing not pull this? Did I look at it wrong? Oh no, did I look at it wrong? Oh no, it's 250. I thought I looked at this when I did the live stream the other day, but honestly, it will pull it. It's just going to be very slow pulling it. Maybe we just need to get us a second tractor right away. Oh, this is going to be so slow. Are there any better tractors that got added with the premium expansion? I mean, we'll use more than one tractor, so it's not the end of the world if we decide to go get another one right now. And we'll definitely use this one for the picking, right? Because this one definitely can do the picking stuff, and a lot of other jobs, right? This is a good tractor still. It's just it's not quite big enough for this. You can go a little bit over on the horsepower. This is just too much over, right? If it was 200 horsepower that it needed, even like 210, something like that, this would be fine. This would be able to handle it just fine. Not a problem at all, but this is going to be a little bit too much. Were there any other premium ones? Because I'm actually kind of want to stick with those because, I don't know, just new stuff that we haven't really played around with. I could actually just go to this case. This case is actually not a bad one. I've used this one a lot over the years. I really like that one a lot. Any large tractors that might have gotten in with premium? No, it's just a class one. So we might go with that case because it's relatively cheap. Kind of keeps that old-timey feel. And obviously it's going to be pretty strong. Yeah, we might do that. I think that'll be fine for us. So we'll go with that. We're actually going to have to bump it up to the 260, I guess. Probably could get by with the 239. We'll just do 260 and that's going to be fine. We don't need the Isaria Pro comp. Well, we don't because we'll just use the sprayer with the other one. We can save ourselves a little bit of money there. All right, we're going to be leasing this one as well. A lot of tractors up front, but we need a lot of stuff up front. And again, wrong thing. I want to grab, unhook both thingamajiggers. Come on. There we go. Let's unhook that. There we go. And we'll have you just sit off to the side. You will definitely be used soon, my friend. Do not worry. We'll grab you. I guess we'll get you a weight as well. What size weight was that? I think it was one of these 1800s, wasn't it? Yeah, we've already got one of these, so we'll grab another one. Pair of those will be fine. Greetings from Zielonka. Well, there we go. That was kind of sweet of them. Oh, I didn't put wheel weights on this. That's all right. We can modify it later when we buy it. It will do the job as is. And we do have a field right here that's already got, I think, carrots on it or something, doesn't it? Yeah, there's already a carrot field right here and a red beet field right here. So technically we could buy some more fields, and the fields on this map are very cheap. So we could buy some more fields to go ahead and get some carrots going right now, but we're going to hold off. We're going to get a first crop in ourselves, and then if we have enough money after that to get us something else, then we will explore that option later. Let's make sure we are lower cultivator. There we go. Oh yeah, this is much better, much more efficient. All right, should be able to do longer ones now. Now, if you haven't seen this map is awesome. There's a lot of really cool things on this map. We might explore a little bit. I did some exploration in the live stream, so if you definitely want to see some exploration, go check that out. But we might be explore some during the Let's Play as well. Some cool things, such as a actually working football field. And by football, I mean soccer, of course, because this is Europe. But it is pretty cool that it actually works, keeps score, and when you score goals and everything. I think it is awesome. But definitely will be fun to play around with that at some point. Although I think we would need some friends to be able to play around with that. I think I'm not quite on the edge here. But it would be fun to kind of mess around with that a little bit at some point. All right, well, let me go ahead and go away. I will be right back. I'm going to get the rest of this plowed up. I'm not going to keep you guys, bore you guys to death here. I'll be right back once we get this plowed up and we can start planting our first crop. All right, we're back. We got the field completely plowed and technically fertilized. So we will... I did check the fertilizer values here, and we can change the fertilizer values and stuff like that, but unfortunately the new crops were not in the reference value list. So I'm hoping... I went with sugar beets, so I'm hoping the other root crops are similar to sugar beets. I guess we'll find out. Hopefully I didn't over fertilize or anything like that, but what am I looking for? I'm looking for... There, just turn that off. You're good to go. Let's grab you. We're going to go grab our planter now. So we want to go into vegetable technologies, obviously, and I guess we're going to grab the Ridge Creator, which there are two versions of those. One's wider, more expensive. I don't know that we can go for more expensive right now. I think we got to go with cheap. We've already spent a lot of money, maybe more than we can for it. I honestly, genuinely, I've never done this type of mentality before where we're leasing to own, that kind of thing, within the context of the game. So we're really not sure. I'm really not sure exactly what this is going to look like. Did I decide that this could take both at the same time? Yeah, I did, didn't I? I think so. So we're going to go ahead and grab you, and we're going to go ahead and grab you. And of course, we need a bag of seeds. Although one bag of seeds is going to last us forever because carrots do not take very much seed. Cool. All right, we'll grab you. Let's go pick those bad boys up, and let's get this thing planted with carrots. I'm not... Okay, I gotta unforward it, don't I? There we go. I was like, I know there's a way I did this before. I was like, how do I do it? All right, let's go ahead and fill you up. And again, literally, that's all it takes. Just a tiny bit. And we are going to do carrots here. It's the only thing we can plant in the month of July anyway. All right, I'm going to try to just do this normally. It feels weird to put ridges down and plant horizontally just to try to put a header on. So hopefully this will all work here if we just drive along the edge here. We will, let's see. Turn on Ridge Farmer, lower Ridge Former, and then turn on Cedar. And I think that should be it. Let's go. There we go. Getting our ridges formed with our carrots. Our first crop, guys. First crop. My kids could taste the food already. So I was sitting there thinking about how I'm going to handle workers in this game. And I've decided, here's what I'm going to do. I think this is kind of a fun twist. Right now, I have to pay for workers. Or do it myself, right? As soon as I start making potato chips, and the implication being, when I'm making potato chips, my kids are teenagers... then I can start. Then I can turn on a mod that I have that allows me to hire workers for free, because the theory being that my kids as teenagers can help on the farm. So that's going to be what we're going to go with. I have to pay for workers or just do everything myself now. But once my kids become teenagers, then they can help with the farm, and workers are then free from that point forward. I think that's a pretty fair, fun, kind of flavored add to the game. Let me know what you guys think, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. Just kind of add that to it. I guess I need a lift from there. There we go. So I can turn around here. For some reason, you're seeing a double vision of my game. I just noticed that. I apologize. I guess I had tabbed out for a second and then tabbed back in, and it just left a little icon there. That's kind of funny. It was 2 games in 1. All right, we're going to go ahead and do this path, and then I'm going to do the rest of the seating myself, because we're going to go ahead and call the episode there. Usually I go about 25 minutes, but this first episode, I don't mind going a little bit longer since we had a little bit of setup and explanation of the save at the beginning. But let me finish that. Okay, let me just turn you off for a second. Let me jump out here for a second. I just want to check the fertilizing values. Oh, perfect. Yeah, okay, so fertilizing for sugar beets was exactly perfect. So that's awesome. pH is a little bit low, so we will need to put some lime down at some point. I love these ridges. These ridges look really good. I know these were already in the game, right, for potatoes and stuff, but I never do potatoes, so this is really cool. But there we go, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I really like the fact that we're starting with buildings. I think that's going to be a lot of fun to play around with. Even if this silo doesn't get to hold carrots, it's going to be okay. We can just drop the carrots off at the place over there. But I just think it's fun to have a farm. Let me know what you guys think about the loan mod and kind of how that's going to work, where we actually have to pay a realistic kind of interest rate on loans and things of that nature. Let me know what you guys think about the lease to own mod. Again, I think it's realistic. And just let me know what you think about the theme of the series in general. Just the whole, again, feeding my kids theme. I think it's fun. I'm having fun with it. I hope you guys are going to have fun with it as well. It's still very much, like I said, start from scratch. I just put a little bit of a flavor on it, if you will, because everything else is basically the same. If anything, it's almost harder because we've got a bigger, more expensive loan because of how I'm doing the interest rates and stuff like that. But let me know what you guys think, like I said, and it really helps out a lot with all the likes and everything like that with the brand new series, because I really want to keep doing these types of games. I think they're a lot of fun, and I hope you guys are enjoying them as well. So I really do appreciate it. May God bless you, and I really do hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.